Oh, I'll tell you this for nothing. The vaccine's nae joke. I've got that chimpanzee virus, the genetically modified human embryo kidney cells coursing through my veins. Feverish all last night. Feel like I've been hit by a truck today. The science must be working. See, when you're feeling like this, where you feel kinda ill because you've taken an experimental treatment to try and get on top of a global pandemic, I still haven't quite get my head around how dystopian all of this feels. But see, when you're feeling like this, what you want is a game that is a rock solid classic. What you want is a game that is like, oh, I could just play this forever. What you want is this is the game.
It's that old thing, isn't it? Here's how it goes. Hey, we should all get Monster Hunter and we'll all play online together. We'll play it, we'll properly play it, and then you kind of play it for a bit and you bounce off it. That's what happens, isn't it? That's the Monster Hunter story. We did it, me and Ryan did it with Monster Hunter World. Me, Ryan, Jerry, we all got Monster Hunter World. We were like, we'll play it together. It'll be something we can all play together. Turns out, nah, we didn't really play it together. We played it for like 2 hours and then we're like, nah. But here's why. Monster Hunter World wasn't a proper Monster Hunter game. This is a proper Monster Hunter game. Monster Hunter is a series of games that have been kind of evolving in little steps. Little steps, and I've been playing them for a very, very long time, way back to like PS2, PSP, right up, and I love Monster Hunter games. I love the idea of them, maybe much more than I enjoy playing them sometimes. The great thing about Monster Hunter Rise is that this one is just a dream to play. It's brought to us some of the quality of life stuff in Monster Hunter World, but it feels more like a proper traditional Monster Hunter game. So this kind of feels like the first proper natural evolved version of Monster Hunter, and it's really, really exciting. One of the things I love best about it is riding this dog. This dog's name is Young Bess, and I call her Young Bess even though she's an old dog. I've called her Young Bess ever since she was a puppy, and I ride about on her like a horse. She's a good fighter as well, and there's nothing better than something that's a good fighter that you can also ride. Here you will see me battering some dinosaurs with my big hunting horn, and my hunting horn is actually made out of these dinosaurs' mum. I killed these dinosaurs' mummy and I made a hunting horn out of them, and now I'm going back to kill her babies using bits of her body as the weapon. That's the kind of wholesome stuff you can bring into a game of Monster Hunter Rise. It's such good fun. I think the real reason why so many people have fallen in love with Monster Hunter Rise is the verticality of it all. You have these zip wires now, and you can kind of fly about the map, climbing up high, going up to the top of mountains, looking down, swooping down. You can really move around really quickly. And it's always been a thing with Monster Hunter games. They've always felt a wee bit clunky when you're out in the field. Whereas this one, oh man, it's just a treat. Swinging about, dashing about, vaulting over dinosaurs' heads. It's just great fun to move around inside this Monster Hunter world. Here you can see how high you can get up. Watch this. Look. This is me going to find something to fight. Running up a mountain. Look at this. I mean, this looks as if I'm really skillful, doesn't it? It looks as if I'm really good at this. And watch this entrance. I'll make a big entrance here. Dashing right down. And this just makes a big difference from previous handheld Monster Hunter games where you're having to wait for it to load up between sections. Here I'm fighting a big birdie thing. The other thing you can do in this one, which is cool, is that you can ride the monsters and you can make the monsters fight each other and stuff. You can tie them up with your insect web stuff, and you can ride them about like bucking broncos and try and lead them into areas with other big monsters and set them fighting each other and all that. It's just an absolute treat to watch, never mind to play. And it's the style of this one I love as well. It's a more traditional Japanese styled Monster Hunter game. Listen. Fantastic. See, it's the style of the thing, a more traditional Japanese style, which is just something that just feels nicer to me than some of the kind of the weirder styles that have been in the previous games. I just like this kind of traditional Japanese village vibe that this one has gone. Now, I've played this in multiplayer a lot, and it works brilliantly as always. There's a lot to learn, but I feel this one kind of eases you in gently. It dispenses with a lot of the storyline, this one, and just kind of flings you straight into the action, which is good, I think. You know, it just gets you out there hunting early doors. It is, without a doubt, the best Monster Hunter game I've ever played, and I've not been able to put it down since I've got it. It's irresistible. The style of it, again, that verticality when you're out in the field, how fluid the combat feels, how fun it is to bounce around, and of course all the systems that we're used to in Monster Hunter are all there and intact. It's just one of the most addictive gameplay loops that there is in video gaming, and here they've just nailed it. They've just got it right, and they're charming you at every turn. It's so charming. Look at this wee guy. The wee cat that goes out in his submarine to go and get stuff for me. He's a wee trader. He's gonna be in his wee submarine. Oh. There you go, wee man. Fucking brilliant.